Hey loves, and welcome back to the Awakening series. If you're new here, I'm Deasia, and this is a space for anyone healing, awakening, and reclaiming their power as a divine feminine soul. This is episode 5, and today's letter is titled Soft Girl Era. Wasn't soft at first. So let's get into it. If you've been following the journey, you know that the first phase was all about awakening, realizing who we weren't, where we've been hiding, and the moments that woke us up to our own truths. In phase 1, it asked us to confront the chaos, the grief, the burnouts, the tosses and turning, the losses, the sitting in the messy middle where we were just becoming. And now phase 2 begins. And this is the phase of reclamation. This is where we start peeling back the layers of survival, of old conditioning, of the armor we wore for so long just to make it through. This is where we step into the divine feminine. And yes, it's called the soft girl era. But let me tell you something. It wasn't always soft. It's just how it is. When I first started stepping into softness, it didn't feel gentle. It didn't feel calm or pretty. It felt like war. Like I was unlearning everything I've been taught about being strong, being independent, about never needing anyone. Softness felt scary. Vulnerability felt dangerous, and letting down the walls I built for survival felt like stepping into a storm. Because for so long, survival was the only way I knew how to show up. I had to be hard, I had to be strong, and I had to hide my feelings, my needs, and my fragility. And it was fucked up, because I felt like I was fighting to survive. But that was life, and that was my safety, and that was my protection. But now I was learning that softness doesn't mean weak. It doesn't mean that you're careless, and it doesn't mean that you're naive. It just means knowing your worth and letting yourself be seen anyway. Soft means choosing love over fear, even when your heart has been broken. Like, soft means listening to your intuition, your body, your soul, and trusting it. Soft means allowing pleasure, joy, and peace to exist inside you without guilt. But stepping into the soft girl energy wasn't instant, and it didn't happen overnight. There were days I tried to act soft and I felt disposed as fuck. There were days I smiled through the cracks of my own heart. There were moments where I give love and kindness to someone only to feel it bounce back as indifference, and I ask myself, am I doing this wrong? Or why am I never getting it reciprocated? But that's the thing about awakening and reclamation. It's not linear, and it's not a checklist. It's messy, and it's a process of trial and error and self-discovery. And here's what I want you to know. That messy beginning of softness is a part of the evolution. Because in those moments of awkwardness, of discomfort, of fear, that's where growth hides. That's where you learn the boundaries that protect your energy. And that's where you discover your strength and vulnerability. That's where you remember how to honor yourself without apology. Softness is powerful as fuck. Softness is magnetic. It's revolutionary. And as you begin to embody this energy, you'll notice the shifts. The people you attract change. The energy around you changes. The way you see yourself changes. Like, how you allow yourself to be seen by others transforms. But it's important to remember, soft doesn't mean passive, and it doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Soft doesn't mean that you have to give everything you have to everyone who asks for it. And soft doesn't mean you are whole enough to know your boundaries and honor them. That's what softness means. I'm sorry. Softness means you are whole and you are enough to know your boundaries and honor them. Honestly, it's been a hard journey for me, because stepping into softness, like I said, is very vulnerable. And I've always been the type of person to be strong and tough. So for me to actually become vulnerable and just feel my feelings and emotions and just stand firm into it and just set those boundaries, it just feels like I'm reclaiming my power, but in a more feminine and soft way, because I was doing it more so in a masculine way. I felt like I was fighting for it and being more physical and more just negative with it, and I wanted to be more positive with it and show up in a more light way, So softness doesn't mean that you're not worthy. Honestly, it means that you are worthy enough to receive without overextending yourself. And softness means that you are brave enough to be tender in a world that taught you toughness first. So yes, In the beginning, it might feel uncomfortable, and you might question yourself. You might even feel like you're doing it wrong, honestly. But every time you choose softness over hardness, you're reclaiming a part of your soul that's been waiting for this moment. Every time you choose yourself, you reclaim your power. So this phase is about learning that love, self-love, divine love, and relational love is not something you have to earn because it's already yours, because it's been inside you all along. So as you lean into the energy more and more, I want you to feel it ripple through your life. I want you to look at your confidence grow. Your joy will deepen. Your peace will expand in ways that you didn't think things would bring peace into your life. You get what I'm saying? Like just waking up and like just feeling like a positive energy in your whole body when you wake up. Like, you know how a lot of times you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or like you just be like, oh, like I need 5 more minutes. Baby, I wake up at like 6 o'clock every morning and I just be so lighthearted. I listen to music. Like, I'm telling you, you'll notice. You'll just begin to live from a place of alignment, like not obligation, from a place of choice and not fear. Come on now, I'm glowing every day. The soft girl era isn't about perfection either. It's about authenticity. It's about grace. It's about stepping fully into the divine feminine energy that lives in you. Like, even if the world tried to teach you otherwise, fuck that. So if you're just beginning to explore your softness, or if you've been resisting it for a while, take a deep breath and know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be at. Every misstep, every awkward moment, every fear-filled decision, it's all about the journey. The soft girl era wasn't soft at first, but it is beautiful and it is powerful and it is yours. This is Dear Deasia, a letter to you that is learning to soften, learning to receive, and learning to rise into your divine feminine power. I love you all, and I'll see you on episode 6.